How's it going? We're here at the River Thames. We're going to be talking about industrialization and the working class in the 19th century. During this tour, we're going to be going through one of our stops, which is Park Street in Bankside. All right, here we are at Park Street in Bankside, a neighborhood rich in its history from entertainment all the way to extreme industrialization. So if we were to walk down Park Street in the 19th century, back there we would see a lot of glass shops and glass warehouses close to Westchester Palace. In addition, on the street down there, we would see a lot of breweries popping up, such as the New Ale House. And down by the river, we see a lot of textile fabric sellers and textile warehouses. So glass was really important during this time, and it became really popular and rare because of the rarity and because of its artistic endeavors. So you can imagine the demand that was created for glass shop keepers and also glass makers in general. A lot of huskers and street vendors would come to Bankside, would come to areas such as Southwark in order to buy glass, sell it for money, or exchange it for cheap clothes. So this kind of created an interconnected community. So in addition to glass shops, we also see a lot of textile fabric sellers during this time, and they often came with stories of their long and burdensome travels. So there was a lot of inconvenience for textile fabric sellers during this time, especially for the working class community. They would be fined almost 10 pounds or criminalized if they didn't have a license. So if you were to walk further down Bankside over there, you would see a lot of brewery. It's almost impossible to talk about the industrial history of Park Street without talking about the specialization in brewery. So it's impossible to talk about the history of Bankside and Park Street without talking about the famous breweries that were opening up. They opened up almost before the Industrial Revolution and continued throughout it. So during the Industrial Revolution, there became a lot more popularity in beer fountains. So on the other hand, ginger beer sellers, which were a very high population of the working class, were very accustomed and very good at their job. They practiced for a very long time, and they were very experienced in what they did. However, the development of beer fountains put a lot of ginger beer sellers out of their jobs. So you can kind of imagine the intensity and the atmosphere of the working class during this time. Alright, here we are ending off back at the River Thames. So as you can tell, Bankside and Park Street has a very general and rich history in the Industrial Revolution. We see a lot of specialized labor. We see skilled artisans like glass makers and glass warehouses showing up. We also see street vendors. We see huskers. We see textile fabric sellers. So we see a very broad view of the working class. We also notice how they interconnected and how they mingled together, how they created sort of their own community, and what this meant for the working class of London during that time.